Very fitting tribute, that fly past there. Right, let's return to our top story. The news that Birmingham has moved closer to hosting the Commonwealth Games in 2022 after it was chosen as the preferred English city ahead of Liverpool. But can we afford it? Andy Bevan has been looking at how much it'll cost and the benefits that it might bring.
Tens of thousands could arrive and might spend millions in and around Birmingham. But before they do, Birmingham's bid has got to get approval from the Treasury in order to make it onto the international shortlist.
So the total cost is about £680 million, but the critical thing is that that is a national cost, and locally we pay about a quarter of that.
Which is still £170 million for a city beleaguered by an ongoing bins strike that's already cost several millions. So can the council justify it?
The funding for the Games will come from across the entirety of the region. It won't just be the City Council that's having to pay for this. And indeed, we've made it clear throughout the process that there's an absolute red line on the City Council's revenue budget, which has to be protected in order that we can continue to provide the services that people in this city require.
Leisure and tourism would be the biggest beneficiaries of the Games, and as customers looked out over the city from Marco Pierre White's steakhouse this lunchtime, news of Birmingham's big step towards the Games was tasting as sweet as the cream cakes on the table.
I think it'll bring a lot of people, a lot of community together, and with the funding as well.
Birmingham has bidded for a lot of things. I think it's about time they deserve something.
People who live in Birmingham will be honoured to have a status, known status.
The West Midlands Growth Company estimates a 10% increase in visitor numbers should Birmingham get the Games, with many of those coming from the 2 billion people in the 71 countries of the Commonwealth.
It will ripple across a whole number of different industries, not just the tourism sector, but sort of wider sectors as well, because the reputation of the area will be profiled across those 71 different countries. So it's a great deal for this area, and we're really excited by the news today.
Here in Sandwell, they found themselves in the right place at the right time. The council already had plans to build a 50-metre pool for local residents. That will now become part of the aquatic centre.
Importantly, it will play that role as providing good quality sports and leisure facilities for Sandwell residents for many years to come.
It's estimated that the 2014 Commonwealth Games in Glasgow poured an extra £100 million of value into the city's economy. And that is money Birmingham and the wider West Midlands would consider a gift that keeps on giving, long after the Games have gone. Andy Bevan, ITV News.
So it's certainly important for the city to get the Games, but what do our sportsmen and women actually think? Well, let's return to our sports correspondent Steve Clamp, who is at the Alexander Stadium. And Steve, what have you heard?
Well, of course, they're really, really positive. In a moment, we'll hear from an Olympic sprint medalist and also a Commonwealth gold medal boxer. That's to come. But first, what about the next generation, those that this could affect 5 years down the line, the ones the Commonwealth Games wants to inspire? Well, we went to the Birmingham University School where Paralympian Dean Miller was holding PE sessions with school children. There certainly seemed to be a bit of a buzz.
Many young people would be inspired to do sport because obviously watching it, and you'd have a better opportunity to go to like the events that happen here.
It's really inspiring because like more people from Birmingham will get into sport.
I think it'd be brilliant. Obviously there'd be a lot of money going into it as well. Improve parts of the city that maybe need improving and stuff like that.
And it is young athletes that Olympic bronze medalist Catherine Merry told us she thinks could really benefit from these Games. As a former Birchfield Harrier herself, she's a very familiar face around this place. She's just delighted the bid has got this far. She's hopeful it will continue, of course, and she hopes that if Birmingham does go all the way, it will deliver a real sporting legacy.
That's a massive motivation. London 2012 inspired a generation, and if Birmingham are successful in December for 2022, it will inspire the local athletes across multi-sports. Let's not forget, there's athletics, there's swimming, there's all the different sports involved in Commonwealth Games, and it'll be a wonderful, wonderful inspiration for athletes of any age, but particularly those that might peak at about 23, 24.
Well, what about somebody who's been right at the heart of a Commonwealth Games? Don Broadhurst won gold in Melbourne in 2006. He still boxes. He also works for Jaguar Land Rover, and I went along to see him at work today to get his thoughts.
It's massive for Birmingham, really, yeah. Considering I went to Commonwealth Games myself and got a gold medal representing Birmingham, it's massive, you know. It's going to be a lot of attention on the city, which is a good thing.
And when you were in Melbourne, was there an incredible buzz about it having the games?
Yeah, like, it's hard to explain, but there's an atmosphere, there's a buzz, and everyone can feel it, like the little bit of tension, nervous energy in the air. It's brilliant, really. It's a massive sporting event to be a part of.
And do you think that Birmingham will capture that in the same way?
I think Birmingham will deliver, definitely. It's going to be a massive show for everyone.
And you could well be a successful professional boxer by then with a belt under your arm.
Yeah, that's the plan, and hopefully I'll be a good ambassador for the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham.
And we'll be hearing more about that belt that Don wants to win next week. But you can certainly see how much the Commonwealth Games means to him. It's in his heart. It inspired him to continue in his sport. And there's young people here training tonight who will hope that they get the chance to be inspired by the Commonwealth Games. We just need Birmingham to go one step further.
We certainly do, Steve, and that's what they call a legacy, isn't it? Well, as we've just been hearing, the bid isn't for Birmingham. The whole of the West Midlands would be involved in hosting the Games and, of course, would benefit.
Well, one of those places is Leamington Spa, which would host bowls. Our reporter Mel Wright is there for us this evening. Mel, how has the news gone down where you are?
Well, they were overjoyed here at Victoria Park, which, as you say, would host the Lawn Bowls and the Para-Lawn Bowls in the event of a successful Birmingham bid. Well, I'm delighted to say I'm joined by one of the greatest names in the sport, Tony Alcock. Tony, your reaction to today's news?
Fantastic. Fantastic for Birmingham and fantastic for Leamington Spa.
Of course, the Commonwealth baton was here last month. How was the atmosphere then?
It was terrific. Thousands of bowlers here for our national championship, and to be chosen as a sport to receive the baton was incredible.
Of course, bowl's very important within the Commonwealth Games as a sport.
Yeah, it's one of the core sports, which means that it's one of the 6 automatic sports. The others have to fight for their places. I think it's possibly because of the diversity that anyone can play the sport of bowls, any age.
And how are you hoping local people might get behind the game should they come here?
I think it's great that it's in Birmingham, but Leamington Spa will benefit from the infrastructure, and the local people and certainly the council are 100% behind it.
Just have to wait and see now, won't we? Well, as you can see on the greens behind me, it's business as usual, but they'll be hoping for something very special, fingers crossed, come 2022.
Mel, thank you very much indeed. It's just exciting, isn't it? I think it's really good.
It is, yeah. And optimistic. Something to look forward to.
Yes, we'll get your comments in a moment about the Commonwealth Games. Lots of great thoughts coming in from some of you out there. First, let's get a look at the weather. Des is here.
I certainly am, and it's autumn, you know, that transition